I wish people would apologize to me for a lot of the hurtful things that happened. I recently saw, I don't know if it was with you guys, that Shannon said, I retract that she's just as evil as da-da-da.
Oh, right.
Well, I haven't heard an apology.
Oh. Virtual Reality. Katie Ginella from the Real Housewives of Orange County. We are so happy to have you back in studio.
I know, I'm so happy to see you.
You know
guys.
we're obsessed with you.
I'm obsessed with you.
We love you so much.
I know, I couldn't wait to come back and see you.
I know, especially because there's so many times this season, I just want to be like, guys, stop yelling at Katie!
Yes.
Like, I'm shouting at my screen.
Like, how are you? Are you okay?
I know, loaded question.
Yes. Matt and I were just talking about this last night, that he allowed me a few weeks to like rot in bed and cry because it was really hard, you know? People think that it's like a normal job where you do it and you go home and you're with your family, but I internalized everything. It was really tough.
Yeah.
Well, and especially too, because I feel what you are dealing with now is everyone holding you to the fire to things that they themselves have done. So you're kind of like, so what is the line and why am I always the one that's crossing the line, but no one else is? Like, how are you navigating that? And now rewatching it, because like you're being very apologetic and sincere on the show, but now rewatching it, you're like, why am I saying sorry so much?
You know, I have that same frustration as you do.
Yeah.
I shouldn't apologize so much. But in the moment, I'm like, well, I hurt you. So I'm sorry I hurt you. And if you don't accept my apology, it like becomes an obsession. I'm like, accept my apology. You know, but I've owned it. I've tried to move on, and that's all I can do.
Yeah. It's crazy how much heat you're getting from your castmates because you're not very combative. Like, you're ready to just fall on the sword and say sorry every single time. So I don't understand how they continue to perpetuate all of this chaos around Katie. It's like so nuts. But now we have an intersection of issues. There was like the Emily thing, which I feel like I've kind of forgotten about, but now there are there's like, no, she hasn't. Yeah, but she chatted with us about that.
Yeah.
Then there's also the intersection of these two Tamara situations with the Kiki Monique of it all, and then the Shannon recording situation.
in the mix now.
I know, poor Kiki.
She loves it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Kiki Monique does love it?
I
Oh, okay, wait. What is the deal with Kiki Monique? Because I feel that we will see more of this play out on the show, obviously.
Yeah, I can't really talk about it. I'll just say that looking back, shouldn't have trusted so many people. And I made a lot of rookie mistakes, I know, with trusting a lot of people. But I was trying to let them get to know me because I felt like last season you didn't get to know me. Right. You got to see snippets of my life but not really know who I was. Yeah. And then at the reunion, you got to see a lot of who I was in a very negative way. So I thought, well, if you are doing social media content, if you are writing something, if you have a podcast, if you know who I am, then you'll get it, you know? Yeah. Right. So I was overly kind to people that I shouldn't have been.
Okay. So you kind of just like building what you thought was a more sincere friendship just for it to...
For some of them. And a couple of these bloggers, as they call them, are friends of friends.
Oh, yeah.
So I trusted them, and those are still good ones. Right. But I trusted them because I thought I could, you know.
And I feel like you probably were like, well, how does Tamara know that we were talking? You're like, oh, so then Kiki and Tamara had a conversation.
I'm assuming, yes. I'm assuming.
Because that gets brought up during the lunch you had with Heather and Gina. And Heather said something very interesting in that lunch where she was like, you know, Katie, I always want you to win. Do you think Heather always wants you to win?
No.
Because when I saw that, I said to Evan, I was like, why do I feel Heather's only wanted Katie to lose?
Always wants me to lose. But I just find it funny that she says that in the scene and then goes in her confessional and says, I always knew I couldn't trust her. You know, it's just at her birthday party, she hugged me, let's talk about this later, how'd it go? And then turned around and stabbed me in the back. So, you know, that's not fun to see.
And then also with the whole, when her and Jen were going back and forth at it, being like, where Heather, or Jen was calling out Heather for, you know, associating with like Tamara and Alexis, everything like that. And then Heather's like, well, you talk to Katie. So it's like, so then I'm like, how are you having lunch with her? And then that at the same time.
I know. And in that moment, I think Jen said, I'm not Katie's keeper.
Yeah.
That hurt also because last season I rode really hard for Jen through a lot. You know, I made sure if anything was mentioned about anything that happened that season, I was like, that's Jen's business, not mine. You know, I just wish maybe she would have done that for me in that moment.
What do you think of her, I guess, apparent amnesia? She forgets so much. She doesn't remember anything. It's very confusing to me as a viewer. Has she always been forgetful?
No, I think if I were to guess, I think she saw the mess I was in and didn't want to get involved in the mess. because I know she sees the pylon. It's very evident to everyone that it's a pylon. So I think she was like, well, if I just say I don't know, then I stay out of it. You know?
I see. Okay, but that's when we need our friends to not desert us.
She was piled on last season.
Yeah, and it doesn't feel
she
good.
knows. Yeah.
And we all kind of take turns, but this season it's all my turn.
Oh, my God,
I would have appreciated that in that moment, but you know, it is what it is, I guess.
So, of course, there is speculation about the current state of your friendship with Jen. We hear you're not as close anymore. How are we feeling about that? And
we are not as close anymore, and it's horrible. You know, we used to literally wake up every morning and talk on the phone while I had my coffee in bed, and end our day. Like one time I didn't text her back for like 2 hours, and she messaged me, 911, are you alive? Did you die? Are you kidnapped? Wow. You know, we used to talk so much. Our kids became friends. So that was kind of the worst part, honestly, of the whole season is losing somebody that I invested so much time into, that I cared so much about, and I still care about. Yeah. And our kids can't even talk anymore. So it's not good.
I'm sorry. That sucks. Losing a friend like that's just always tough to deal with.
And was it kind of at a loss where she was seeing the pylon and got overwhelmed, like, I don't want to be in the mess? Or was she like, oh, if I join the quote unquote other side and add on to the mess, I could be in that group a little bit better?
I think two things can be true.
Oh,
okay.
You know, I don't know. I can't speak for her, but I think two things can be true.
What would you say it was one thing, one instance, one event or circumstance that ended the friendship?
Yes, and I think you'll see that play out.
Oh, God.
Because everyone was talking about how the finale of this season of Orange County is something we've never seen before. And I think Heather even leaked a little bit. It's a blonde's fault.
Oh, it's not mine.
I know. I was shocked.
Wait, Katie,
when
this
I
is
saw,
not your
when I
fault.
saw Heather said that, I was like, Katie gets a win. I don't know.
This is pure shock.
I don't know if I heard that correctly or not. From her,
wow, weird. Okay, great.
So she pinned it on a blonde.
Unless you have a wig for this finale.
I should get one, maybe. I feel like I need to these days when I go out in public. I'm like, I'm not a liar. I should wear a wig. You'll just have to watch and see.
Oh, gosh, okay.
How did you feel after the finale? Like, how did it leave you feeling?
Hurt. I feel like I have done enough apologizing. I think I said I'm on an apology tour and I'm done with that. I wish I would be afforded the same. I wish people would apologize to me for a lot of the hurtful things that happened. I recently saw, I don't know if it was with you guys, that Shannon said, I retract that she's just as evil as da-da-da.
Oh, right.
Well, I haven't heard an apology.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Right, so
Because we did ask her, we were like,
right.
Katie's really, in your eyes, worse than Tamara and Alexis? And she's like, okay, maybe not, but okay, interesting.
Please.
How do you feel about now being equal with them, not being worse? Do you feel better?
I feel like sending a voice note to my husband does not equate to suing somebody for 75 grand, dragging their name through the mud, arguing. I mean, it's crazy. I can't see the equality of that.
And now also, because I was seeing even, because it's interesting, this entire season so far, Gina also says that she misses you, she misses you, she misses you. She wants to be your friend again.
Yeah, she talked shit about me behind my back.
Yeah, and then, so I'm also seeing, I'm like, where's the disconnect with that? Like, how, were you privy to all the she was talking and kind of how she really felt about you? No.
No. In fact, I look back at when I took her to the scalp treatment.
Yeah.
And then immediately went into her talking badly about me. I'm like, just say it. If we're really saying things to each other's faces and that's what makes it okay, say it to me.
Yeah.
Let's have a conversation. But I don't know.
Because that's where I feel it is kind of an interesting thing. These ladies are never, though, after you'll apologize, they're not really giving a chance for any resolution to move forward, or also to have more of like, we're going to hash out a lot of shit. Like, you know what I mean? So they're just kind of leaving you in this weird state of limbo. Like, where do you feel with these girls?
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but in the first episode when Emily ambushed me with Gina, I'm apologizing profusely for hurting her feelings, right? I think any mother that was in that situation would feel like, okay, I'm vindicated and so is my kid.
Right.
And I'm very protective of my family. But Gina said, okay, apologize to Katie. And Emily's like, well, I'm sorry about that. And I'm supposed to accept that right away and move on. But nobody else accepts my apologies. So that's very frustrating for me.
Yeah, that is. And you also mentioned saying things to people's faces and that makes it okay, because that does seem to be Emily's MO and maybe the MO of some of your other castmates. Like, what do you make of that justification?
I don't think it's ever okay to my face, behind my back, texting, whatever, to talk about a situation in my life that was one of the most difficult.
Yeah.
To talk about the custody of my children. And it's all around this dirty behavior.
Yeah.
And then, because I think even on Watch What Happens Live, when Andy asked Emily about this, she's like, well, that's what reunions are for. I'm like,
No, it's not. It's not okay. It's never okay. And I recently said in the episode, I think woman to woman, we should be celebrating that a woman survived, is now living a beautiful life with her family, instead of, well, this happened to you 12 years ago and I'm going to bring it up because you're a bad person.
Right.
And we were talking a little bit before. It is kind of, I'm sure, comforting to know, even though your cast is not that supportive of you right now, a lot of social media is.
Yeah.
And I feel that maybe almost was a shock to some of
Me?
the cast, or to you. I'm sure everyone's
Me?
like, wait, what is happening now?
I know.
How is that feeling? And do you think that could maybe make any of the ladies, or have they reached out to you at all in any sense?
I'm very grateful for it. I have gotten one text message, well, two actually, from some ladies that recently posted a video that is very inappropriate. And I got a message with warm regards, and it's very odd to me.
One of your castmates posted a video inappropriate?
Yes, there's a very inappropriate video going around where two girls are pretending to fight, squinting their eyes and making Asian faces to Asian sounds.
Oh.
And it's very hurtful and very inappropriate, and it's 2025, and I think we should read the room.
Okay. I have not seen this video.
It was quickly taken down. It was up for a few hours, but
Wow.
yeah,
And you had to reach out to them to be like, what the hell is this?
I did not know.
Oh, they did. Okay. Oh my
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
I am
that
so sorry.
Well,
even
you know,
have to see
I
that.
feel like throughout the season, it's brought me back to feeling like how I felt growing up a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the only, right? I'm the very first Asian American on Orange County. I'm the very first Korean adoptee. And so being singled out from this cast, it's all too familiar, all the feelings.
And then
especially
also,
that.
Yeah, and then also to like feel singled out from them saying like, oh, she talks to blogger, XYZ, that's one thing. But then to see someone post that too, you're like, well, what is going on?
Well, and if we're making podcasters, social content creators, bloggers all lumped into bloggers, then half of my cast are bloggers. So it doesn't really make sense to me, you know?
That is
That's
a
true.
very
Tamara
good...
is technically a blogger.
Yeah.
And Heather, Emily, Gina had a podcast. So, you know, a lot of us are bloggers.
Yeah, that's so funny. Do you know what's also really funny is when we talked to Shannon, because she kept saying like what you did was like illegal. It was illegal. It was illegal. We were like, oh, are you going to take legal action? She was like, no, I don't think so. So what is
in
your
the
reaction?
Okay, well, in the state of California, you are not allowed to record somebody if it's in a private place.
Okay.
But when you walk into a public room with your phone on speaker, you're not assuming privacy.
There you go. Okay.
And also
right.
for filming something on reality TV.
And also, we're on, and I keep saying, like, she's like, you brought that to somebody that I was in a legal battle with, Shannon. There's 1,100 years of you having meltdowns on camera. It didn't need to be my 30-second voice note to my husband to indemnify you in this case.
Right.
You know, I'm sorry. I gossip with my husband. He's my best friend. I'm going to send him
Obviously.
everything.
All of the house husbands love to gossip. They're the ones who gossip most, I feel.
They're housewives.
Yes, I know, truly.
Well, and you know, my husband had a moment this episode
Yes.
of defending me.
Right. I love that.
yeah.
And then apparently he was yelling.
Or yelling.
I know. I was like, Matt, did you yell? Because Tamara told me you screamed at her. And he was like, I didn't. Matt doesn't yell.
Well, it was great.
Matt
they did the
is chill.
flashback, and he was so calm, which was amazing. It's like amazing.
And
to see
with
that,
Shannon last year, the finale, your husband attacked me or whatever wording she used. I watched it back and I was like, actually, he didn't. No. He was actually trying to help you.
It's so interesting because I feel Tamara really is playing that game with you where she's like, Katie, what's wrong? And it's like, all the things that you've done, Tamara.
It was a very overwhelming night. I was just trying to get out of there. I was like, Matt, get the car. We have to go. Because I didn't want to cry. All I do is cry. Because I just get full of emotion, right? It's a lot. And I was like, get me out of here so I can cry in the car. So we were literally leaving and she had just happened to be coming in and production was like, it was kind of perfect. The timing was so good.
Beautiful.
And I was like, I bet it was for you.
Can't script
That's why you
that.
can't write reality TV.
Yeah.
No.
It was real. So that was a bad night. But, you know, my dress was good.
Yeah, you always look great.
Thank you.
You really do always look great. So that's half the battle, right? And
Thank you.
do you have any highlights that you're excited to see this season? Do we feel like do you have some wins for Katie? Or
There has to be.
there has
Well,
to
the
be.
best part that's new this season is you get to meet Gavin, my son.
Oh, great. Okay.
Who's like incredible. What else? That might be it.
And probably some fierce looks.
Some fierce
Oh,
looks.
always.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
And I revealed we're writing a book. I'm writing a book.
Oh my God! Congratulations.
Yeah, thank
That's
you. So
awesome.
we talk about that, and the book was born on that reunion stage.
Okay.
Because I felt like people were telling my story for me and getting it wrong. So I've had a lot. I feel like I've lived 100 lives in one life. So we're writing a book about all that.
Oh my God!
Congratulations.
Can't wait to get my hands on that. It's gonna be so
you.
good.
Yes. And I feel like, this reunion, you're going to just, You're like, if you guys want an enemy, here's an enemy.
Is it more like no more apologies? Or are we like firing off? Are we bringing receipts? Like, what are we doing?
I definitely have receipts.
Hell yeah.
Big ones.
Okay.
And I'm done apologizing. I've done it enough. I've tried to get you to see who I am and see how sincere my apologies are. And if you want to accept it, then there's nothing I can do.
I don't blame you.
I don't blame you either.
Yeah.
Oh, Katie, thank you so much for stopping by.
thanks for having me.
Forever,
Katie,
please.
yeah.
Yes. Check out citywinery.com to purchase your tickets to the Virtual Reality Awards on September 17th.
Also follow us at Virtual Reali-Tea on Instagram and page6.com for updates. You don't want to miss this one.